It's important to feel good about a car. They are major purchases that we live with for a long time. If you've been tempted by the fuel economy of a hybrid but crave more style, check this out. The Kia Optima Hybrid. You're looking at a base model with no options. It retails for $27,250. Like the regular Optima, the design is striking. One person asked if it was the new BMW i8. Kia and Hyundai are technically two different companies, though they do share a lot of engineering and development. If you remember, Sonata gets a hybrid drivetrain these days. It only makes sense that Optima would get it. Without getting technical, their system is different from Ford and Toyota, especially the transmission, which is a standard 6-speed, not a continuously variable unit. Together, the electric motor and gas engine make 206 horsepower. While it doesn't look dramatically different, the hybrid gets a unique nose, rear fascia, and spiffy aerodynamic wheels. Optima does all the hybrid tricks. It pulls away on electric power, the gas engine smoothly kicks in when more oomph is needed. The battery charges when coasting or braking. Keep this needle low to keep fuel economy high. A flow chart lets you know what's happening with the drivetrain. Drive efficiently and you get more leaves and flowers. At highway speeds, the hybrid version is the quietest Optima I've driven. Could be the low rolling resistance tires. That puts it in the average range. Put your foot in it and Optima Hybrid is fairly quick and responsive. The ride quality is firmer than sister Sonata. Cornering is noticeably crisper. The brakes have a nice linear feel, something not all hybrids can claim. The EPA rates Optima Hybrid's fuel economy at 35 city, 40 highway. Not Prius numbers, but about par with Fusion Hybrid. The new 2012 Camry Hybrid is expected to get 43 city, 39 highway. One gripe I had about this hybrid drivetrain in the Sonata was in hard cut and thrust city driving, it was easy to trip up the 6-speed transmission. Here in the Optima, it's much smoother. It's something that's been applied to both cars. Other than a different gauge cluster, the interior is much like the gas-only Optima with a center stack that tilts towards the driver. iPod and phone integration is standard, so is a leather-wrapped wheel and dual-zone climate control. Worth noting, the chimes are very pleasant. The standard seats are well bolstered and covered in a decent cloth. The passenger chair is manually operated. Materials are a mix of soft and hard plastic. Small places to stash things are always welcome. Kia has teamed up with Microsoft to create a system called Yuvo. It does things like read your incoming text messages and add a lot of voice commands.
Please say a command.
Play jukebox, artist, the Bell Brigade.
Playing jukebox, artist, the Bell Brigade.
Oftentimes, voice command systems don't recognize my voice. This one seems to be okay. That jukebox is 1 gig of memory to store your favorite tunes on. This touchscreen is standard. It's a little small and dark, but in the end, pretty useful. The sound system, it's okay. Audiophiles will not be happy though. Moving to the back, it's roomy enough for 3 adults. The seats are well sculpted and the floor is flat. Lots of storage too. No power port though. My main gripe, there's only one option package and it's an enormous upgrade. At $5 grand, it's an all or nothing deal. Optima Hybrid is the perfect example of why I do the TP trunk test. Let's go to the videotape. The gas-only Optima holds 7 packs of the 2-ply, and in a pinch, there's always this trick. The Hybrid has its battery pack here in the trunk. It's a compact lithium polymer battery, but still takes up space. Seats don't fold. There's only a small ski pass through here. By the way, the standard 12-volt battery is here too. I'm not quite sure how, but somehow the Hybrid can swallow 6 bundles. Summing up, this Kia is a great all-around package for those who want an attractive, roomy, efficient sedan. The price is right too. Optima Hybrid makes fuel efficiency very appealing. Kia says Optima Hybrid can accelerate up to 30 miles an hour on electric power alone, even with a very light throttle foot. I find this very difficult. 10 miles an hour, sure, but I get the feeling people behind me are getting awfully impatient. Before I go, let's talk design. I think we all know by now that Kia calls this element here the Tiger Nose. The interesting thing is it's not just on the grille, it repeats itself throughout the car. Also, check out this fascia element. It repeats itself inside. I find those things interesting, but I like design a lot. Well, that's my opinion on the Kia Optima Hybrid. That's Driven. I'm Tom Volk.